So a long time ago in this very same galaxy, I made a team with Candy, and not even a team. I made multiple teams with Candy, and I made a video on her trying to showcase her. And I said, she's fine. Like, I think she's cool. I think she's fun. But the whole, like, everybody in your team has to be a certain element thing is way too, like, what's the word? Relies way too heavily on so many things that she isn't really viable. But since then, I've gotten a couple more monsters that I really like using, and they've also released this shiny Scarleguard, who is basically Shadow Worm, but a super epic. He has the boost when he's with dragons. He has Link Bloodthirst, Sleep Killer, and Protector Killer. Low-key, aside from not being stun immunity, he is basically Shadow Worm, except he doesn't have a secret skill. So I made this Shadow and Holy team. Originally, it was just going to be all Link Shadow, but because I also wanted to use Candy, I was like, might as well do Shadow and Holy, right? So I made this team, and it was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy these matches. So Shiny Scarleguard, as I said, pretty awesome with a 59-second Link Bloodthirst that you can LM accelerate. Like, that becomes maybe like 52 or maybe even in the 40s, which is kind of crazy. And with both Ladai Faith and Rune Dragon, there's a lot of options to get the LM Accelerate off. So I do lose him there to the Caesar Dragon, unfortunately, but that's okay because I know I can kill his Natar Ghoul. I decided to kill off Wraith Host because I wanted to keep him open to stun here. I used the Vengeful Bash on probably Angel Lion, and then use the Yin Yang Strike on Nophium to kill Caesar Dragon so that I don't lose Nox Drake. I looked at doing a Yin Yang Strike. Oh no, because I figured he wouldn't have Union, so he wouldn't be able to kill Nova Drake. He instead kills Doomhoof, which I'm not super worried about. I'm able to get the stun wave off, and now I can really just like spam these AoEs. I have the Payback Killer ready for his Arachna Diva. Nova Drake has the Bloodthirst charged. I've got Link. I do the LM Accelerate there. That one was pretty awesome. Took on a bunch of mythics with this team. Second match here against Opti against Elfin Dragons. I haven't seen Kaiser, honestly, in a while. I go for the Gigablight there so that I can kill with the Instant Protector Killer, which luckily puts his Angel Lion to sleep, low-key fire. I can Sleep Killer the Blah, which it looks like I do. I don't know if that was the best play because now I have to get around his fight. He could kill anybody that he wants. But he just disconnected because Doomhoof has Gravity Field. Or maybe he just disconnected. Yeah, because he could just kill Doomhoof right now, which would be his best play because the Gravity Field is definitely going to shut him down. We'll see if he reconnects. Maybe he doesn't. I don't remember filming this. Looks like he doesn't. Okay. Well, there we go. There's a second win for us. I was running the Metalloidemus in the front line because there's really no reason not to run a Protector, but there aren't a ton of Protectors in Shadow, and because of Weed Out from Doomhoof, I figured that having a 4-star Protector was the best play. Also, I don't have Geocosma. I have Shiny Skeleviathan, but like using a double gravity field seems a little unnecessary, and also just Shiny Skeleviathan is like, he's fine, whatever. So Metalloidus was the best play here. Sleep Killer, his whatever that 5-star was, I forget the name, but luckily I'm able to shut down his Thlugs. He also isn't running the Sleep Thlug for whatever reason. Thlug, is it Betty that's the red one? I think it is. I take the shield off Dualigazer. Oh my gosh. Dualigazer. And he loses the Thlug there to the Eating. He goes for the Stealth Bane, doesn't get blocked. I can Bloodthirst to charge Bloodthirst on the Shadow Worm now. His Dragekin can't really do anything. I think he has like a solo Mega Bomb and double Poison Eater and Kinslayer, so that's not really helping him at all. Crimseus could give turn, but again, there isn't really anything to give turn to him for, so he just goes for the Vile Rage on himself. I go for the Bloodshed here to hopefully kill Thlug Bruno. Not quite going to do it, but he's pretty much worthless anyway. There's no reason to kill him. He can't even Switch Friend Unlimited because I have the Gravity Field. So, yep, he just has to go for the Ultra Dusk. And then another Ultra Dusk from Dualigazer will put them both out of play. Now, I decided just Protector Killer on him because I wanted to get the Bloodthirst charged. And now I've got 2 Piercing Bloodthirsts charged that are also accelerated. Look at this, 44 seconds to kill whoever I want. I checked his skills there to make sure there wasn't any way he would be able to kill Scarleguard, and I was right. Unfortunately, his Shadow Worm comes in 1 second faster than my shiny Scarleguard. I just Vengeful Bash there to get a kill. I'm not super worried about losing this battle at this point. He's only got 5 reinforcements. I have 11. Poseidon can't solo Vengeance. He could Abyssal Calling, but he decides to just give up there. I had pretty good control and really quick killing. That's the thing about Shadow is like you can get some really, really fast charged killing monsters. So it's super exciting, super fun. I go for the Gigablight around to try and get around Albion because I knew I could instant Protector Killer, so I would have a 1-kill Bloodthirst ready. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, but he can't use the Protector Killer, or not Protector Killer, what's that move called? Whatever the Skimmy Art skill is that turns them into a Goldoise, he can't use because I have the oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. The Metaloidemus on my field. So he's just trying to do the, what is it, Skimidart Ha or Zan or whatever to try and go around. Not really sure who he would want to kill. I guess Doomhoof feels irrelevant. Shadow Worm maybe, but Shadow Worm doesn't have Bloodthirst charge yet. Oh, he does. So I just kill Albion right off the bat. Great. And then that Lava Entrance, Stunning Entrance will wake up my Scarleguard. His Rune Dragon now has a kill, and I don't have any monsters with turns coming up anytime soon, so he has plenty of time to do the attack boost on Volkaiga, which means this Confidence Strike will probably kill Shadow Worm or Doomhoof, whoever he decides to go for. Decides to kill Shadow Worm, great. My Rune Dragon comes in, puts his Gnash Jaw to sleep, which I guess means I'll avoid a Catapult, but then Bone Talon comes in and just kills him. I was using Shiny Bone Talon because I just wanted to. Haven't used him in a while. Luckily, and by in a while, I mean ever. Luckily, Candy's Sleep Entrance puts Infernocorn to sleep, and now I am able to Sleep Killer his Rune Dragon, and I think that gives me the Bloodthirst charge, and if not, I can definitely charge it now on Eonrax, yes, because the Bone Talon Bloodcrave didn't quite put Eonrax to hold ground, which worked in my favor because it meant I could charge it on the Scarleguard. Now, Shadowlight is going to kill the Dame Devil because it also poisons the monster. His Iris is able to kill my Scarleguard, but I have a payback killer for Lumulus, and Wraithhost is stun immune, so the Glorionyx entrance doesn't really matter, and then I kill Glorionyx. Jasmine doesn't have a Fast Breaker target, and he can't really skip behind, and Solo Stealth All, I think, is like 80 seconds. Candy dies there to... What did she die there to? Oh, to the Lumulus death sentence, yes. His Flutterdrake Iris gets the Mega Bomb off, but at this point, he has 1 reinforcement, and it's a Musharu. Garden Fairy Jasmine can't do the Fast Breaker. I have a payback killer ready for Tortogeist, and I have an Aura Dragon ready to use Purifying Mist before Penguinator can use Slayerbane All. That also means Penguinator could get an Overwatch off, but at this point, like, I have so much stealth potential from Aura Dragon, and he has so little that he can do at this point, although I also have so little I can do with Dracolotl. That's the same problem I was running into when I played him in his own feature video, is like, if you don't have one of your first forms on the field and it's his first turn, he really can't do anything unless you're running him with Aquatic, which I wasn't doing in this match in particular, but it didn't matter. He gave up, knew it was over. Final match here. I don't really have any targets with any of my monsters, really, but he also, aside from Eevee, doesn't really have any targets. I'm going for the Sturgeonitis. Not sure why I wouldn't go for, like, Eevee. I guess maybe because I think seeding is going to get blocked. I guess that's the only reason I can see right now. He might just go for Appetizer, yep, to kill Metaloidemus, which ironically puts Sturgeonitis to sleep, who's the monster I was trying to kill. So there I go for the Link Bloodthirst, hoping that I can get her within a range that I can kill. Now he can seeding anybody, but I think with Rune Dragon and Shiny Scarleguard ready, I'm able to kill Eevee before she gets a turn. And in fact, because she's not +9, I'm able to get a turn with Shadow Worm before Eevee gets another turn. So I'm able to use the Link Bloodthirst rather than having to waste a Gigablight from Shiny Scarleguard. So we kill his Eevee there, and Dualigazer comes in, doesn't have a target. He just goes for the Ultra Dust, still really trying to get rid of this Doomhoof for some reason. My Doomhoof is pretty much useless. He can Vengeful Bash Shadow Worm, which he does. Sturgeonitis finally dies off to the Bone Talent entrance. I want to get rid of this Nophium, so I Confidence Strike him, and then wanted to Protector Killer. Thought about not doing it because I didn't want to lose Shiny Scarleguard to Doomhoof's Vengeful Bash, but I end up doing it anyway. No biggie, because I have an LM Accelerated Rune Dragon here and LM Accelerated Doomhoof. The Bloodcrave, the Doom Goo, he's now able to kill my Doomhoof. So many Doom monsters, that's funny. The Bloodthirst is just going to take some health off Wraith Host, and then my Sleep Entrance from Candy puts his Van Sith to sleep. I lose Candy to the Payback Killer, unfortunately, and I'm thinking about what I want to do with the Wraith Host. Again, I just backbite Nova Drake, just backbite Wraith Host to bring in the Nova Drake. I think because I want to do the Stun Wave before bringing in Soba King, maybe. I take his Overwatch off, and then do... What do I even do here? Yeah, I do the Stun Wave so that I can bring in Soba King and not really have to worry about the Tranquilizing Entrance affecting our turn order too much. He could Slayerbane the Nova Drake, but I have On the Brink ready. Instead, he kills the Shiny Bone Talon. I have a 67-second Confidence Strike from Rune Dragon, 38-second AoEs from Nova Drake, and Yin Yang Strikes ready from Ladai Faith. Kill his Demule. I think at this point I would just go for... Nope, try to keep a little bit of control with the Raw Bloodthirst and kill his Wraith Captain. 67-second Bloodcrave, crazy fast sweeping, kill his Dualigazer. Van Sith can't really do anything. Nobody's going up in high enough seconds for them to be vulnerable to Time Strike, and he can't Gaslight anyone. His Spectrefin does have Piercing, so I want to make sure I kill that guy next. I see the Carmilla next in line, but no biggie because I have this Payback Killer ready. I also have an AoE that's pretty much going to clean up this battle, and it's basically finished. Even though he does have two of my monsters sleeping, you could tell this one's definitely over. As soon as Nova Drake gets a turn, or Ladai Faith wakes up, or really anything, it's going to be over. The Bond Bloodthirst, since it pierces, is going to kill his Magmarinus, so I don't even have to worry about a bunch of Spectre Fox revivals. And that is going to wrap up this final match. He just disconnected right at the end. And that's also going to wrap up this video. I had a ton of fun with Shiny Scarleguard and that whole Shadowfront line, even though like I have 2 Protector Killers and 2 Sleep Killers. Still fun to just like sweep as quickly as you're able to do with this Link Shadow setup, with Ladai Faith and Rune Dragon both having LM Accelerate. Pretty fast and pretty fun to get a really cool Shadow team going. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Candy video and this Link Shadow Holy Team video. I will definitely be using Shiny Scarleguard in the future. I think he's really fun. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.